just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Richardson off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Let's go. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did. And what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
The Colts are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready? Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, right?
From the shotgun, Richardson. Got his man. It's Warren. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
Up the middle. Here's Taylor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. That certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On the ground, DJ Giddens. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Come on, come on. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run again with Dowdle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You look at this Colt defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And he'll get this back across the midfield. Strikeman down to the 47-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
It's caught at the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all good will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A running play. It's Dowdle. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run here with Dowdle. A gain of 3, 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense, and they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there, the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down, and Brandon, I'm getting better reviews. They're not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Myers. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
My haters, I wish them well. Get up on my level, I'm sending them straight to hell. We all in your city, your name ain't ringing the bell. All this motion
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
60 Eagles, 60. Hurt. Go street.
Now it's Richardson. Down the field, he's got Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed on that route. He's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Seven Pirates. Panther 60. Panther 70. Timberwolves. Trap 60. 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Get it. 18, check, Bobcat.
Richardson looking to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Cowboy 80. Cup 19.
Again, it's Richardson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Taken at about the 16. They'll score down a 36-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and shove it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Daniel Carlson on quarterback.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
60, check, Bronco 80. Hey, check that, street.
Here's Richardson to throw. Well, that's going to be incomplete.
The dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Go.
Off play action. Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there.
Cowboy 80. Go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and a first down conversion.
First and 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the players are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Ready? Back to 60, back to 60.
Now Richardson back to throw it. To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the potential. And when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Richardson now on third and goal. Touchdown, Colts! His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. Ball at the 40 here for second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Leonard. That's complete yet again to Thornton. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man down the field. It's Bowers. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone as hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Tag! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They go play action with Richardson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Get it! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Richardson. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
60 Maverick, Cowboy 80. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Third, right there, right.
Now Richardson lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here we go, shot. Pressure on leading. Go street. Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. 20, 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts have retaken a third-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Raiders 17. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Leonard. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. Operating from the gun, Leonard. And that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Dowdle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Operating from the gun, Leonard. And that will be incomplete.
I like the confidence of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And the Raiders pick it up. The big fella. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Get it. 70 Lions. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Route complete to Downs. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A gain of 6.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Richardson working from the gun. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set. Panthers, let's go. Cougar 19. Go, Reed. Go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Second and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther Street, Panther Street.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Stiff-armed in. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Completes this one to Thornton. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 28 yards. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
Get it. Check. 70 Timberwolves.
Now it's Richardson. Good coverage downfield, will be taken out, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Play action. Now Richardson. That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
60 Eagles, 60.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Cougar 19.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
19, Charger, 19.
Richardson to throw it. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Here we go, stretch. Viking 18. Ready.
Richardson.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's good for another Colts. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Come on. 60 by Viking 18. 70 Timberwolves. Check, hurt. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
On the set.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
60. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's Richardson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense, just give up big chunks of garbage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two. Play the best defense you can and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
It's a gain of 20.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Leonard. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. He's going to let it go again. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Colts take over.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Off the play fake. Leonard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime is kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Starting to put together a nice drive. Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here at OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Leonard. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Colts are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better. Could they take away on defense? Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. Now Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Pat to 60, pat to 60.
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime, both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
Looking to put a drive together. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.